Pirates? It's your homeboy, Red Road and GM. You know how we do. One Piece chapter 894. I have to say, the climax is building up. You got Capone and Chiffon on one side, you got Pudding and Sanji on another, and then you get Luffy and Katakuri and Nami and Jinbei and the other Straw Hats. Like everybody is like spread on different fronts, but they're doing the best they can to hold the enemy because right now Big Mom is still a dangerous threat. I mean, she always has been, even though that right now she is looking fucking scary. I'm gonna start with Capone and Chiffon. They were supposed to go to Liquor Island, but they decided to go further than that, to go to Fluffy Island, because it's not gonna give enough time for Nami and the others to get away from to put some distance from Big Mom. So they are the bait, considering that they have the cake, and it makes sense. And of course, you know, Capone is freaking out about this plan, but you know, he's in love with his wife. He's not gonna tell her no. So I guess that the next plan for them is go to Liquor Island and drop the cake there. Of course, Big Mom will go flip side when she's done with it. But the way I see it, like we've seen Big Mom being more thinner than she was in the previous chapter. So I think that finally in this, when that's gonna happen, when she's gonna eat the cake and finally be satisfied, she might. That's just my point of view. She might just take a nap, and when that happens, Couple might use this opportunity to strike her down, but not giving her the final KO because we know that in this arc, Big Mom is not meant to die. Like the way we see it, it's not gonna be her time. Not now. Then you got Nami versus Smoothie. No, they're not fighting each other. I mean, seriously, if it was Nami versus Smoothie, no hate against Nami, but I think that Smoothie has a definite advantage against her. Smoothie is pursuing the Straw Hats, and with the help of Jinbei, Nami is directing him so that they can all dodge her attacks. In that case, I believe that Nami is gonna be able to. Nami and the others, they're gonna be okay. But I'm really curious about what kind of being is she, because we know that she's from the Long Leg tribe. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that her Delphin ability did enable her to grow in size. So is she some sort of a giantess as well? I don't think so as well. But it's really mysterious because the way she grew like a few feet taller, you know. So another mystery. Sanji and Pudding, and this one still going crazy for Sanji. They are heading towards Coco Island. Of course, Sanji is intending of helping Luffy as soon as he gets through that mirror. It's gonna be a very definitive moment because Pudding cannot escape the face of her brothers and sisters. So are they gonna believe that okay, Pudding has betrayed us or not? Because she has to hide herself at some point, you know, and she like unlike Sanji, I don't think that Pudding can actually handle this many powerful characters at the same time. I mean, we haven't seen any fighting abilities coming from her yet. Perhaps before they actually land on the island, maybe Pudding will hide herself. In the meantime, Sanji will take care of some of these big names among the reinforcement that are actually on Coco Island. We see many new children of Big Mom, and among them there is one that Joconde Charlotte, who is if I'm not mistaken, the 27th daughter of Big Mom. She said one thing that really made sense, and it is something that I've been saying a lot during my previous reviews. Big Mom's name is at stake. It is incredibly more than ever. Let's face it, if Luffy and the others escape this whole ordeal alive, you can bet your ass that somebody outside of Big Mom's turf is gonna hear about it, is gonna report about it, and it's gonna create a great stain on Big Mom's name. And some people might even try to take a shot at Big Mom, knowing that, hey, you know what? I guess she's not that big of a yonko. So right now, Big Mom cannot fail at killing Luffy. I mean, we know this is not gonna happen. But you know what? Luffy's rep is just gonna go higher and higher. Well, not just his name, but the rest of his crew members. Back to Luffy and Katakuri, we see a little flashback of Riley and Luffy training his observation haki. I love that part when he punched Riley's dinner, and Riley was mad as fuck, you know. And I love how they were exploring the concept of observation haki and how writing was like, mentioning that there are people that can get a glimpse of the future, aka Katakuri right now. Writing was asking Luffy that if you meet someone like that, I mean, how do you plan to go against this person? And Luffy mentioned something like, it all depends. It all depends on personality, and it does make sense if you think about it because Katakuri, ever since he met Luffy, throughout this battle, his personality really changed. Katakuri used to see Luffy as some worthless shit. Now he acknowledges Luffy as his equal. So there's a big personality shift that happened throughout this battle, and I think that with that said, this personality might have an effect on the way observation haki works. We saw the first panel, and Luffy had his eyes closed, and he dodged the first wave of attacks coming from Katakuri. So the way I see it, Luffy, he is getting the hang of it. Like we've seen him, getting a lot of punches after that, and he still rises up. To be honest, this is probably the most exhausting battle that Luffy ever went through because I've seen Luffy, getting some heavy battles. We all seen that, but this one, wow! If it was pre-time skip Luffy, he would have been dead a long time ago. And now we have post-time skip Luffy, and he's having a one hell of a difficult time, but he still rises up. This is one of the most exhausting battles that Luffy has ever fought in, and this is not even like this is just the beginning because we know when it's gonna be against Kaido and his crew, it's gonna be 100 times more harder. And so props to Luffy for still rising up against a powerful enemy such as Katakuri. At the end, we see Luffy about to unleash a new form, Gear 4 Snake Man. I love Gear 4 because it is such a versatile form because there are so many things you can create from this form. And previously, when he was fighting against Cracker, he created Tank Man, Balloon Man as well against Doflamingo, and now we got Snake Man. Overall, great chapter, really loved it. Dramatic, we see the climax reaching to a boiling point. Nonetheless, I can't wait for this arc to be over. So we can embark on the Reverie arc. Speaking of that, we got King Riku at the beginning of the chapter, at the cover, and Leo being his bodyguard. I have a feeling that the dwarves are gonna play, not a iconic role into the Reverie, but they're gonna be shown. I feel like they might get a little spotlight in this moment. Anyways, guys, tell me your thoughts about this chapter. Comment, rate, subscribe, share this video. Much appreciated. And remember, please encourage the manga industry by right there. By purchasing the official releases because a lot of people put their hard work to make those happen. You can find them online at your local bookstore, or better yet, you can even download legally the digital versions. They are even cheaper. As for my giveaways that I planned this month, Dragon Ball Fighter, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, the game I'm talking about, and the One Piece manga calendar of 2018. Look, the second winner said that he didn't have a stable address right now and not a stable PO box, so I have to redraw it again. So I'm gonna ask some help from a friend of mine that can get the word out. So when that happens, I hope that I can reorganize a giveaway and give those wonderful prizes. So pirates, look, that is it. Thank you for watching my review, and do me a favor for your homeboy. You know me. Take care of yourselves. See ya.